Natalie Murdy.
Hi, I am really happy to be here and I thank you all for coming. I moved here 17 and a half years ago and my husband and I had just a host of areas to go and look for homes and where to live. We, of course, chose Brentwood. We were from Ohio. This seemed like a nice, homey, comfortable place to live. I also work in Brentwood. My office was on Franklin Road for 17 and a half years. I know that this is a wonderful place to make a living and to raise your family. As a realtor, I have driven people around for 17 and a half years pointing out everything that's fabulous about this community. Whether you live here or you work here or both, you know that we are a very special 42 square miles. We have almost 37,000 people here. When I came here in 1992, pardon me, I'm nervous. In 1992, we had like 13,000 people. So we have definitely, and he was talking about some of the difficulties we're going to have. Our population is continuing to increase. That's going to be one of the major problems that we all are facing. As business people, traffic is going to be a problem. No one's coming to your store or your shop or whatever your business is if they can't get there. If they decide, I'll go somewhere that's closer, somewhere that's a lot easier to get in and out of. So we've got to take care of that too. I thank you so much for listening to me, and since we're all business people, I'm going to say number one in business, I want to close the sale. Vote for me.
Regina Smithson.
Thank you. I'm Regina Smithson, and I want to thank the Chamber for having this forum. I think it's a great way for you to see the candidates and get to meet them. I've been on the City Commission 18 years now. My family moved here in 1982, and my husband John is right here. We've been married 43 years. This year it's the same number of Super Bowls, and so he keeps up with our anniversaries by the number of Super Bowls that we have, and that's a good way. He misses the date, but he gets the number right every time. One of the things that I love about Brentwood is that even though we have the future to look forward to, we have a past of leaders that had a vision to help mold the city of Brentwood for what it was going to be today. The 1 acre density, the commercial on the outside edges of the city and the residential on the inside. We have a perfect balance of taxes right now. And thank goodness we do, because if we did not, there's 84% of the cities in the U.S. struggling right now. We're not one of them. And it's because we have balance. We have the foresight to plan ahead. We saved in the good times so the hard times wouldn't be so hard. And that comes with experience, not only on our staff. Mike Walker, our city manager, I was on a 2-person committee 18 years ago to go find a new city manager, and I think we did a great job. We have a AAA bond rating. We have money in the bank, beautiful library that we're expanding. I don't know what more we could want except keep it going like it's going, build the community, build it out like it's headed. And my husband and I are in business here. I've been his partner. He fired me a few years ago, but that's okay.
Paul Webb.
I want to thank the Brentwood Cool Springs Chamber of Commerce for hosting this, like they do at most elections. And Tom, thank you for coming back again. I think one of the reasons that you might want to vote for me is know why I'm a public servant. When I was up here 4 years ago, I told you that I would work hard for parks. I would work hard to maintain Brentwood's fiscal responsibility, and I would work to maintain the quality of life. For the past 4 years, I think I've done that. And I think I've worked with both the public sector and the private sector to improve Brentwood in all the actions that we've done as a city commissioner, and I've gone out to meet with other businesses and public officials around the county and around the region to help us all work together for our common problems. You need to know why I'm a public servant. I've been a public servant since working with my grandfather years ago in our hometown of Crossville, Tennessee. When I came to Middle Tennessee, I started working immediately on such things, supporting the Nashville Symphony and the Children's Hospital. We moved to Brentwood and I joined up with the Lipscomb PTO board, serving as president and treasurer over our term there. Our 3 sons all went through Lipscomb and the public school system here in Brentwood, and we're proud of that. I've continued that public service today as being treasurer of Brentwood Civitan. I'm a member of the Brentwood Rotary, the Friends of the Library, and of course, a very important thing with the Chamber of Commerce, I'm a graduate of the leadership class of '08. I didn't hear the key there. There we go. But the most important thing about serving up here and what I promise to you is I will listen to you one-on-one. And I will tell you, I disagree. I will disagree with you in such a way that you'll understand. I'll tell you why. Because agreeing to disagree is part of public service. We're not going to agree on everything. But I'm here because you're here. You live here because you love our quality of life. You brought your business here because this is a great town for your business. We all love being in Brentwood. We all want it to be a great place. And I'm offering myself up to continue that to you, the citizens and business owners of Brentwood.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Since several candidates expressed the importance of tourism in Brentwood at Monday night's forum, what is your position on using a portion of the hotel motel tax that the city collects to support tourism in Brentwood? Mr. Webb.
I think we have a new organization set up that's been revitalized here recently with the county. And we've got to see how that is really going to benefit Brentwood. The tourism in Brentwood has not been built up. What we have more is business people coming to Brentwood, and they're coming because of the business opportunities here. And so when you say if we take the hotel motel tax to promote tourism, what are they promoting in Brentwood? I think we can work with the county officials to take that tax that they're generating and look at ways to promote Brentwood in different ways rather than tourism. Realistically, the tourism part that people come to Brentwood for are the Franklin battlefields and some of those. When we figure out how to make Brentwood a tourist destination, I think the city commission would vote to put more of that hotel motel tax we collect into the county fund. Right now, I think just a minor amount should go to the fund to help generate for the whole county and Brentwood studying that, how we can be a tourist destination.
Mr. Freeman.
I think that, like Paul, tourism probably is not going to be one of our mainstays here, but what will be is a place for people that do come to Middle Tennessee for tourism. Just like most of us that live here, it's a great place to stay while you're in Middle Tennessee. It's very comfortable. I think that if we provide places for them to stay, additional places than what we already have, the increased tax benefit of a fee that might be levied with or for those, against those people, if you will, or that would help our community. I think we could take and grow the community. It's just another way to gain additional revenue to make this community a place that we all want to live and that we can take and continue to develop the infrastructure so as to attract more people, more businesses, and keep it the way we've enjoyed it.
Mrs. Smithson.
We've discussed this in the past, and I think probably a portion of the hotel motel tax, kind of like Mr. Webb said, Paul said, it has to be really looked at what we're getting, whether we're getting bang for our buck. And we have to really have a study. We've been talking to with Williamson County, Rogers Anderson, and the Tourism Committee, and we just want to be sure that when we let go of some of the tax dollars from the hotel motel tax, that Brentwood is really benefiting from it. The thing that I love is the fact that we are very interested in promoting events and tourism in this area, just like the Susan G. Komen Run. I mean, there'll be 15,000, up to 15,000 participants in that, and things like that really help generate taxes for from a tourism perspective.